right, we're moving on to our next main category, that of entity awards. Here we are going to be acknowledging the larger businesses of the country. And Rucha, you haven't told me who I'm supposed to call on stage.
Displaying exceptional commitment to development through consistent innovation, impact, monitoring and evaluation, and displaying high levels of ethics and transparency by a non-profit venture.
I really find a lot of non-profits across the country working in this area, and especially the non-profits working in the rural parts of the country. Many of them came to this award. I think that's something that was very unique and new for me, because being a part of several jury processes, I have seen a lot of non-profits and companies participating from the cities, but I think there was an interesting dimension there where I saw a lot of rural work getting recognized.
Bansi Vidya Memorial Trust. Leukemia Crusaders, an initiative of Bansi Vidya Memorial Trust, was formed with the objective of financially supporting the treatment of children affected with leukemia. The process that Leukemia Crusaders follow involves all stakeholders, including the hospital management, doctors, social workers, other social support groups, and patients. The trust provides a bridge funding financial assistance for the treatment of underprivileged children till the funds from the alternative sources are arranged. They ensure that the funds are transferred within 24 to 48 hours of application approval. 465 new children have been supported in the last financial year. The trust is associated with 50 hospitals in 19 states.
Can we hold on, please? And can we hear it out loud for Bansi Vidya Memorial Trust, working with children, providing them funding, a bridge funding project. Within 48 hours, I'm told that monies are arranged for the underprivileged children who are suffering from leukemia. And to do the honors, may I invite on stage Ms. Garima Singh, Chief Government Affairs and Communication Officer, PepsiCo India, and to join her, Ms. Apurva Rathore, Group Head CSR and Sustainability, L&T. Request you to please come up on stage and do the honors for the wonderful work that these foundations and non-profits are doing. All right, let's have the trophy, please. Can we hear it out loud for Bansi Vidya Memorial Leukemia Crusaders? Let's find out who the next winner is.
Committed to build a gender equitable society with a safe, inclusive environment. Through the pandemic, they have provided relief and rehabilitation to COVID widows by skilling or reskilling in fashion designing and providing commercial sewing machines. They have also trained women in financial and business management. Besides this, they have been providing consistent counseling to come out of the trauma faced. Single and widowed women below poverty line have increased their income to about 5,000 to 7,500, up from 2,500 to 3,000 earlier. VMM's round-the-clock telecounseling and psychosocial support and family counseling center provides stress and anxiety relief due to COVID, and proper guidance is also helping them to keep up good health.
Can we hear it out loud for Vasavya Mahila Mandli? Basically, they are the winners of the non-profit category. Bansi Vidya was the jury commendation, and VMM are the below 5 CR winners in the not-for-profit category. Congratulations, Dr. Kirti, Archana. Congratulations. And thank you so much for all the wonderful work that you're doing. Please, for these wonderful ladies who do amazing work, especially in a field again where there is no data absolutely available, which is domestic abuse and violence in the country. Would you like to say something?
This award is dedicated to all the women who is having a roller coaster life and building their life for the dignity and respect. And we are working with the domestic violence survivors and also the victims. Now we have developed a piloted evidence valid for women where the women can upload their evidences on that cloud-based tech tool, because 92 to 93% of the cases in India where they are not going in the court because they are unable to provide the evidences. We talk of so many things, but the social empowerment of the woman is the last one. No silence for violence. We need some of the corporates who can come forward and support for us to make this evidence tech tool to be much more comprehensive with facial recognition, and also make a tool for the woman that I'm safe. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Kirti. Thank you, Archana. Archana also has a personal saga to share, and that's how I got associated with this team. Thank you, Archana. All right, we also have one more winner in this. Let's find out in the above 5 CR category.
Society for Action in Community, or SUCH. SUCH has been engaged in furthering its vision of creating self-reliant communities by transforming the lives of rural and urban slums over the last 3 decades. The organization has transformed over 58 villages, covering more than 6,000 households through comprehensive and multifaceted interventions. Holistic Rural Development Project in Raibhoi district, Meghalaya, covering 15 villages, has impacted over 3,000 lives with livelihood opportunities. They have transformed 21 government schools in the Ludhiana district for boys and girls, educating female teachers and girls on menstrual hygiene management, bicycle stands, classrooms, library labs, and a comprehensive digital classroom. All these make the school highly innovative and impactful for a generation unfamiliar to such facilities.
Can we hear it out loud for the team SUCH for doing the work that they're doing and being acknowledged as a non-profit of the year in SABERA 2022. Thank you indeed. Thank you so much, Garima, for doing the honors. We will interact for dinner. I hope you're staying. All right, to do the honors for the next 2 subcategories, may I invite on stage Mr. Amit Nanchal, Associate Director, Corporate Communication and Sustainability, PepsiCo India, Mr. Byas Anand, Dabur India Limited, and Ms. Arpana Ahuja, Head Corporate Communication, Shell. Request you please to come up on stage while we find out who the winners are in category B3.
A startup or new business not more than 10 years old, but at least 3 years in operation. They may or may not fall under the 2% CSR mandate, but display exceptional commitment to ESG, being purpose-driven, creating benefit for all stakeholders, including employees, vendors, and suppliers, effectively reducing and managing waste amidst other attributes, being an inclusive, ethical, and transparent for-profit enterprise that sets a benchmark through its policies. EcoHoy. EcoHoy is driven by its mission to catalyze sustainable practices and enable individuals, communities, businesses to maximize their effort for a sustainable ecosystem. It provides eco-conscious consumers with a platform where they are able to evaluate each buying decision for its impact on the environment. Through the business solutions services, EcoHoy analyzes the consumption pattern and recommends eco-alternatives in organizations. In the last year itself, they have helped in the elimination of over 3,500 tons of virgin wood being used and close to 300 tons of paper waste being generated, besides others. EcoHoy has developed tools that enable users to search products based on raw material, manufacturing process, product use, disposal of a product, and the awarded certifications.
Can we hear it out loud for this startup, EcoHoy? So promising responsible business essentially acknowledges the startup industry, and EcoHoy has been doing phenomenal stuff as far as this is concerned. So EcoHoy basically helps identify all the products that you use within the house or in the office and gives sustainable solutions to those. Is that correct? Yes? All right, congratulations for this wonderful work. Promising responsible business is a category that was introduced maybe in the later years, not in the first year itself, when we realized that the startup industry is really doing phenomenal amount of work and are focusing on SDGs in particular. Now we're moving on to the initial category that was there, which bifurcated into the promising responsible business now is the responsible business, one of the most coveted awards of SABERA, essentially listed companies vie for this particular trophy to be recognized by the SABERA platform. We have, like I said, multinationals as well as Maharatna PSUs and multinational corporations that have sent in their work to be recognized as a responsible business of the country. That was vetted by the MGC Global team before we actually shared that with the jury. Let's find out who the very first winner is.
Responsible Business of the Year. Displaying exceptional commitment to sustainable development, engaging with all stakeholders, being an inclusive, ethical and transparent for-profit enterprise that can be public or private. Dabur India Limited. Dabur's community outreach initiatives are finalized after an understanding of the specific requirements of each community through stakeholder dialogue and engagement. In the last financial year, Dabur has impacted close to 2.5 million lives of people in 150 villages through their initiatives. Over 7 lakh people from backward sections were provided with nutritional support, close to 10,000 farmers were engaged in herb cultivation, and close to 5,000 farmers were engaged by Dabur in beekeeping. Over 8 lakh people from vulnerable sections were also provided with healthcare support, and close to 8,000 children were positively impacted through the education-led initiatives. They also revamped 42 schools across 7 states.
Can we hear it out loud for Dabur India for being the responsible business of the country SABERA 2022 Trophy and Award? One of the most coveted awards of the platform, with the largest companies, largest brands of the country vying for this recognition. So, we would like you to say a few words, sir.
Thank you very much for recognizing Dabur's effort to fulfill its commitment to the society. I'm happy to say that for the last 10 years that I've been the chairman and an independent director of the company as chairman of the CSR committee, we've tried to live up to our goal that we are here not for ourselves, but for the society, and that while we do so, we can also look after the look after the interests of all our stakeholders. I'm happy to say that we've been able to fulfill those fairly successfully. Thank you so much for recognizing.
Thank you so much, sir. A truly homegrown company that is also engaging with farmers in the hinterland and creating products as we use that are Ayurvedic in nature. Let's find out who the next trophy winner is.
Good Earth Eco Futures Private Limited. Good Earth touches the grassroots of development through agro-ecological farming, water management, organic retail, design and development of communities, design for enterprises, amidst others. The communities developed by Good Earth are sustainable in every aspect, with 70% of the total area being allocated as lung space for planting native hardy species in order to reduce the heat island effect, thereby creating a preferred microclimate. The buildings use natural materials during construction, have a solar passive design with ample natural lighting, and use locally available materials for interiors and exteriors, carefully crafted by skilled carpenters. The mud blocks used in construction avoid carbon emission for the lifetime of the building. Recycling and reuse of water mechanisms lead to groundwater recharge, besides immense power saving due to the use of solar power.
Congratulations, Good Earth. Can we hear it out loud for the team for doing sustainable living? And I think we'd want to hear a little bit more from you about what you're doing.
Firstly, thanks a lot for this award. I'm thanking SABERA and the jury for this award. It's Good Earth actually started as we've been into building eco-friendly communities for the last 30 years under the ambit of trying to combat climate change. But recently, over the last 5 to 7 years, we've moved into agriculture, water. So we're into regenerative agriculture now. We have more than 100 farmers with us, working all across Karnataka and Bangalore. We're also into ecological restoration. We're working on mining projects. I mean, in the sense, restoring mining projects to its original indigenous surroundings. So thank you again. We'd like to, hopefully have better projects to show next year. Thank you.
Congratulations one more time. And the last trophy in the responsible business category. Who does that go to?
BPCL. BPCL acknowledges the positive and negative impact caused by its business operations on the local communities surrounding its operating locations and ensures negating any negative impact on them. They also ensure sustainability of the project's outreach by creating a sense of ownership. BPCL continues to support cancer care by funding holistic cancer programs in 10 cancer hospitals across the country. They also contributed towards school infrastructure for the underprivileged in Mizoram, Madhya Pradesh and Pune district of Maharashtra. BPCL has persisted in its commitment towards enhancing the employability and entrepreneurship for youth through the Skill Development Institute at Kochi. It also ensures sustainable water security for rural communities through renovation of rainwater harvesting structures, afforestation, farming, livelihood, and community awareness in 4 villages of Sangli, Maharashtra, and 8 villages in Karoli, Rajasthan.
Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited, as you know, is one of the 8 Maharatnas of the country, a PSU, and they have been consistently working towards winning the Responsible Business Trophy for the last 5 years. Congratulations, Ashish ji, and we want you to say a few words.
Thank you, Suparna, and thanks, SABERA, for recognizing BPCL efforts for our ESG activities. We are one of the company which is associated with most of the stakeholders, either in household or in the they are traveling, transportation, etc., etc. But oil company is not only it is not a polluting industry. That is one of the initiative we are trying to show to the world that we are not only polluting, we are also responsible to ensure that we are doing something better for the climate change. Thanks a lot.
Yes, industries like oil, mining, and petroleum companies always come under the scanner, but what is important to see is whether the negative impact of the company that is involved in such operations is negated by the work that they're doing. Actually, I wanted Ashish to share this, but I think you're also into getting green energy into the system, even though you're a petroleum company. You're also into segregation and a lot of other works, including building roads through plastic. So we've been a witness to your journey over the past 5 years, and congratulations for doing and recognizing the fact that the industry that you're in is and will be under the scanner moving forward, but there is no solution in sight as of now as an alternative. Right, Mr. Kiran DM? You're also from ONGC, I guess. You're probably from. All right, so thank you so much, Arpana. Thank you, Amit, for doing the honors. We have our next Twitter contest winner. I think I've been told Bhanu has been tweeting quite a bit as far as SABERA is concerned, and request Bhanu to please come up on stage and accept a token of appreciation. Dave, maybe you can come in if Bhanu is not there, and you can, don't you dare use it, give it to Bhanu, okay? So maybe Palak, you can also come. Come here. And we can have Palak's token of appreciation as well, please. Can we hear it out loud for Voice of Slum? Palak, our anchor. One more gift for Palak also, please. First, so this is for you. God bless you for all the wonderful work. And God bless Voice of Slum for doing the work that they're doing. Where is the... Acha. Voice of Slum is a small bridge school in the slums of Noida. It basically, what they do is they try to make the children ready for formal education, because most of the kids are children of rag pickers or flower sellers on streets, and they have never ever experienced education or formal education. So Voice of Slum actually helps them literally grooms them so that they can go into the formal education system, and they also provide education first in that gully number? Gully number 3 in one of the slums in Noida. In fact, Dev himself has a very inspirational story. Thoda sa Dev, chalo, bolo apne baare mein.
तो ये जर्नी बहुत आज से 8 साल पहले शुरू हुई थी. सोचा नहीं था कि कभी यहाँ तक पहुँच पाएंगे. मैं एजुकेशन पे काम करता हूँ और मैं खुद पढ़ा लिखा नहीं था, तो ये बहुत बड़ी ऐसी बात थी कि मुझे जो करना था, जो मुझे आता ही नहीं था. 8 सालों के अंदर इस स्टेज पे शायद मैं आज से 3 साल पहले था, और आज मेरी बच्ची ने मेरा मतलब आज मेरे लिए बहुत बड़ी बात है कि उसने आज यहाँ पर एंकरिंग की है. और इससे प्राउड की बात एक स्कूल चलाने वाले व्यक्ति को नहीं हो सकती कि उसका बच्चा आज इतनी सारी ऑडियंस के सामने अपने आप को रिप्रेजेंट करे, मेरे काम को रिप्रेजेंट करे. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि मुझे कुछ कहने की जरूरत नहीं है, इस बच्ची ने सारा कुछ कह दिया है. सो प्लीज पलक के लिए आप जोरदार तालियां बजाएं कि वो आज हमें रिप्रेजेंट कर रही है. एंड ऑल्सो माई टीम मेंबर्स, भानु, थैंक यू सो मच, एंड सवेरा, thank you so much, ma'am, giving this opportunity.
Thank you, Dev. Keep doing the good work. और देव की स्टोरी खैर खुद बताई नहीं तुमने, but चलो, for another evening, I guess. We are missing Chandani. Please pay our respect and regard to them. Thank you. We're moving on to the last.